Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to tackle something every hardware team lives with, but nobody loves. It's the repair process. Now Assist for Ham has an agentic workflow called Help Repair Hardware Assets. And by the end of the session, you'll know how these three agents take a broken asset from a manual diagnosis to a guided resolution, with no one buried in research. I'm Randy Scrapper, and let's get into it. Let's start with reality. Every broken asset today kicks off a manual investigation. A technician has to identify the issue, dig through third-party docs, chase down the warranty status, and finally decide, do we repair this or do we replace it? One defect, 3 to 5 different sources. Now this is hours gone per repair. And here's the kicker. It's 100% reactive. There's no strategic time left because your best people are doing research instead of doing the resolution. The platform that already tracks every one of your assets shouldn't be leaving the repairs to chance. Let's make that pain concrete. Here's how the repair process actually runs today before any AI touches it. It starts with your asset manager. They got an asset sitting in the stock room that is in stock and either pending repair or defective. The asset manager then opens a repair order against that asset, and that's the handoff. From here, it is a totally 100% manual activity after this, and it lands on that one technician. So in the first step is that troubleshooting of that asset. The technician has to figure out what's actually wrong with it, which means going in and searching and doing some evaluation to help guide and identify the issue. Next is the repair of the asset. So now they have to search again, this time for the repair steps, and then they actually have to do the physical fix. And after it's fixed is the evaluation of that asset. So we need to verify that that asset is been fixed, and we need to decide if it's either going back into inventory to be redeployed, or if it's actually going to need to be something that needs to be sent out or disposed of. So now we look to see what's happening across these three steps. We see that there's two of those are a lot of searching, hunting for guidance on the platform. Should already be able to hand that stuff to you. So the technician is spending much of his time researching the repair and figuring out how to perform it. So every asset, every time, and this is a very manual process that we're about to collapse. So here's the question I want you to sit with. What if your platform could help you with the repair itself? This isn't a metaphor. We have 3 AI agents, the next best action AI agent, the repair validation agent, and the repair advisor agent working inside this one agentic workflow. This means that there's going to be 0 time wasted for manual research. This isn't just a roadmap promise. This is what we're going to be configuring today. So let me introduce you to the workflow itself. There's 3 agents and there's one guided agentic workflow. And when it's all set up right, it's total autonomous. And here's how it comes together. So every agent has just one job and they work together to resolve yours. First, the next best action agent. Think of this as the command center. It validates tasks, it checks warranty, service coverage, it decides if it's going to be an in-house or a vendor repair, and it coordinates with everyone else. And when it's a clear path, it runs fully autonomously. The second agent is the repair validation agent, and this is the diagnostic gatekeeper. It confirms the eligibility, it checks every precondition, and guides the technician through the evaluation process to identify the issue. The third is the repair advisor agent, and this is your repair intelligent partner. It generates step-by-step troubleshooting, diagnostic, and it includes a part list tailored to the asset that is defected. Sometimes pulling in knowledge from knowledge articles, pulls in the asset records, and also pulls in the repair history. So we just have one job, and together they come together for one outcome. Now let's walk through the actual loop. So there's 5 stages or 5 different steps. The first step, the technician gets that repair task from the hardware workspace. It's assigned to them, and that automatically triggers the automated workflow. Next, the asset best action AI agent runs its checks. It validates the asset. It checks the warranty status and its eligibility. It also checks the model category to make sure it's opted into. And it stops with a notification if anything fails. Stage 3 is the routing decision. The evaluate asset AI agent provides a step where the technician can identify the issue. It also checks to see if the asset is under warranty. If it is, we engage the vendor. If it's under a service contract, we want to follow the contract. Otherwise, it needs to be assessed whether it's going to be repaired in-house or it's going to be a partner repair. In stage 4, the repair asset AI agent generates the guidance to fix the issue, and the technician follows that and confirms that the fix has been completed. In stage 5 is that manual repair. It's that fallback stage. If anything fails, you're able to generate the process manually. Now, this workflow is smart enough to know when not to proceed, and that's a feature and it's not a bug. So there are 9 conditions to stop the workflow. When any one of these conditions hit, the workflow stops cleanly. The assignee is notified, and once you resolve the issue, the assignee will need to re-invoke that workflow manually through the Now Assist panel. The system never guesses. It'll tell you exactly what is blocking, and so you can fix it. Here's the principle. Configure once, repair intelligently. There are 3 repair paths in warranty. When the asset's under manufacturer warranty, the asset next best action AI agent routes to the vendor automatically. No POs needed because the warranty covers it. Just make sure that the warranty data is in the asset record. The service agreement repairs require a bit of a setup. Map your agreements to the asset, and then the evaluate asset AI agent confirms coverage and routes accordingly. And out of warranty is the last resort. The repair asset AI agent generates an in-house plan to troubleshoot and fix the problem. And here's a pro tip. Configure a single repair vendor per model, and the path will become fully autonomous. 4 steps and you'll be live. So step 1, you want to install the plugins, making sure that the analysis for hardware asset management is installed, and you want to make sure that is. Step 2, you want to make sure you activate AI search. Again, request this early. It may take up to 24 hours to get done. Next, you want to duplicate your workflow, and this is the best way to do it. So when you stuff out of box, you do not want to mess with the out of box workflows. So you would like to make a duplicate of the workflow so you can make any changes to it. And then the last part of it is you want to make sure that duplicated workflow is active, right? And so you want to make sure the workflow is active, the agents on them are active, as well as the trigger on it. So that's it. We're live in minutes, minus an AI search wait. There are 2 ways in and 1 outcome. See, the automatic is the magic. So the moment the repair task is assigned to a technician, the workflow is fired. So nobody starts it. The only requirement is that the trigger is active. Or the manual way is covered under your control. So you open the repair task in the workspace, you click the sparkle icon to open up the analysis panel, and the workflow starts a conversation. The AI presents a plan, and you confirm, and that's your best mode for pilots and testing and even edge cases. So what does good look like when everything is fully configured? We have 0 manual repair decisions for a guided request. There are 3 agents working in concert for every cycle, and it's fully audited for every action and every step. Your technician stops spending their days on diagnosing and shifting entirely to guided AI-driven resolution. Warranty routing, step-by-step instructions, complete transparency, all handled autonomously. That's the shift from research to resolution. All right. Enough with the slides. Let's go see it live. I'm going to take you into an instance. I'm going to walk you through the workflow and the agents end to end. We'll open a repair task. We'll watch the agents validate it, route the warranty, and then hand it back a guided repair plan. And keep the manual loop we just saw in the back of your mind and watch out how much it disappears. Oh, and we are jumping in. So we have a repair task here right now, and it is the troubleshoot task. We're going to go ahead and assign this to our technician, and that should automatically kick it off. So we're going to jump over here. We're going to impersonate our technician. Now he's doing several different things, and so he might be troubleshooting a couple of these. So we're just going to go ahead and impersonate the first. Uh, We're going to take a look at, we'll jump over to the workspace. Now, we're at the same troubleshooting ticket that we're at before. Now, we are in here, we're under Abe Lincoln, and we're going to go ahead and hit the analysis panel. As you see, that as soon as it opens up, it's going to go ahead and start coming up with the, opening up the agents and coming up with a plan. So we quickly see that here that is coming up with an evaluation plan where it gives you several scenarios where you can kind of go through and visually check to see what is wrong with the device. And it's going to ask you, with these troubleshooting steps, was it able to identify your issue? And you go ahead and say yes. It's going to ask if it's deployable or repairable. We're going to say it's repairable. And it's going to ask you what type of details where we're going. And we're going to say replace battery. Sorry, typing. Now we identified the issue, and it is going to update the troubleshooting ticket and start to pull together some steps to fix the issue. So we're going to go ahead and just kind of refresh this. We'll see that the troubleshooting ticket has been closed, and then the repair ticket is kind of still and as still open as it's pulling its stuff together. All right, and so we go back and we open up. We see that some new information was processed. We have the repair agent coming in. It's identified what the machine is. We identified that we want to repair or replace the battery. So now it's going to give us the steps to actually replace that battery, step by step, how to do it properly and according to the standard. So once you get it done, it's going to ask you to just resolve the issue. We're going to go ahead and say yes. And we say it is repaired. And as you see, the ticket was just changed. So we're going to be updating the repair task and moving it into the evaluation stage where the technician would then validate that it was ready to be redeployed. So one quick thing I want to go over before I stop the demo is I want to go back and open up a task and kind of show you what the AI agent does. And so you're able to see that the AI agent was able to close this ticket and made some updates. And you have these little highlighted fields that will show you which fields were updated, as well as you can kind of go into the activity and see what AI had notes to put in here, and the conversation, as well as what is been updated. So it is fully transparent and auditable. And so here's where I leave you. Stop diagnosing hardware failures. Let AI help you fix them. So this workflow gives your technician back one thing that they never can get enough of: time to fix the things that matter most. So you have three agents and one repair cycle to help those technicians get the information needed to both diagnose and fix those devices. That's now exists for ham repair agentic workflow, and that's a wrap. Be sure to check out all of our Ask a Ranger video series as we're continuing to add more and more each quarter. Bye for now. Talk to you later.